to another fun edition of Cooking with Caribbean Fusion. And as always, it's a pleasure having you here. So Fusion family, today we're going to be vibing it in the kitchen on this beautiful Sunday morning. We're going to be making some ginger brittle muffins. Yum, yum, yum. So I'm here for it, so let's just get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to be making about 6 muffins. And I'm going to start with about 4 cups of flour. I have 2 cups of oats flour along with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Feel free to use a healthier flour such as spelt. I'm just using what I have today. Alright, so we're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients. Again, we have 2 cups of oats and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I am going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Right, and it's a teaspoon heaping. It's not a measured teaspoon. And 2 of my dry mix. I like my ginger muffin brittle to be really gingery, so I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of ginger powder. But I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of freshly grated ginger, but that I'm going to add to the wet mixture. So we're just doing the dry mixture for now. And then for nuts, I'm going to be adding some pumpkin seeds and some walnuts. Feel free to add the nuts of your choice. You could choose to add some pecans instead or almonds instead. So I have about a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds and a 1/4 cup of walnuts. So I'm going to add it to the dry mixture. And then I'm going to be adding a 1/2 cup of raisins to the dry mixture and a cup of brown sugar. I am going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm not measuring this, and that actually helps to bring out the sweetness in our muffin. So I'm going to toss this together, and then most importantly is our perfect pinch of Caribbean Fusion Baking Essential Spice Mix. And this is the spice mix that's layered so well, it really brings a really perfect pinch flavor to your doughs when you're baking it. So I'm going to put actually 2 teaspoons. Seems like it's my favorite measurement for this. 2 teaspoons of the Baking Essential Spice Mix. And it comes through so well, guys. It's a layered baking spices that's layered so well. That's layered so well that it just comes through in all your cookies, your cakes. It just does the job well, and that's all you really need. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give this a nice little toss. And this is what we're looking at. All right, so let's work on the liquid part of our muffin. Again, guys, it's so easy, it's so simple to make. And we're gonna start with 2 eggs. These eggs, my eggs are really small. Always up to buy organic eggs if you can. I think if you shop around, you can actually get eggs at really good prices. And we're going to add our 2 tablespoons. I think this looks about 2 to 3 actually of ginger. I want this ginger brittle muffin to be really on the gingery side. So we have that, and I want to put the equivalent of a tablespoon and a half of vanilla. And I'm also going to put a 1/2 cup. It could be anywhere from a 1/2 cup to a 3/4 cup of peanut butter. And you could use any variety. I know everybody's into reading labels, so you can get organic peanut butter at really reasonable prices. Alright, so guys, I'm just going to stir this in. And then I'm just going to whisk it in. So quick, so easy to make. And I'm actually gonna add a half a cup of almond milk, and also 1 cup of olive oil, or 3/4 cups. That'll do too. You want the muffin to be really nice and moist. So we need to make sure we either have enough vegan butter if you're not using dairy, or in my case I am going to use a cup of olive oil. And we're going to just whisk this. So guys, let's talk about the baking essential spice mix. It does such a splendid job. It has your cinnamon and your nutmeg, your cardamom, and your ginger, other spices. That's just balanced so well. You're gonna notice the distinctive flavoring in your cookies, your cakes. You know, everybody's like cooking a lot from home these days, I hope. And it's not taking too much of your time. You can literally whip this up from start to finish in half an hour or 20 minutes. Your prep time is real easy actually. So again, so we mixed in the egg, we got the peanut butter, we got the vanilla, we got a cup of olive oil, and we have and I added the freshly grated ginger to the wet mixture, 2 to 3 tablespoons, and I have 3 tablespoons in the dry mixture. So let's do a quick recap before we just combine everything. In the dry mix, we have 2 cups of oats flour, 2 cups of all-purpose or spelt flour. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of the perfect pinch Caribbean Fusion Baking Essential Spice Mix, and we also have 3 tablespoons of powdered ginger. In the wet mix, we have 2 eggs, small to medium. We have a half a cup to a 3/4 cup of peanut butter, any variety, a half a cup of milk, and a cup of olive oil, and we have a tablespoon of baking of the vanilla mixture. We also have in the dry mix, we have a half a cup of raisin, a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, and a 1/4 cup of crushed walnuts. Feel free to substitute your nuts to your liking. Okay guys, so real easy, and these are great for desserts. Maybe you're doing some desserts, you're doing some breakfast muffins. Really quick and easy. And so we're gonna pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Make sure we get all of this goodness out. Hope you guys are staying blessed and thinking of positive, good things, positive, good vibes. Not leaning to your own understanding. Knowing that there is a greater power above us, or creator. Alright, so we're just going to fold everything in. That's what we're looking at right now. Guys, this is so quick and easy. I hope everybody's getting your oats flour and your spelt flour, or your flour of choice. And just, some days it's just a muffin for breakfast. So we're going to just kind of like mix this in with this spatula. So your oven is ready. Alright, so let's work this in some more so we can get everything combined properly. naturally. Feel free to add a little bit more milk to it. I added a half a cup. Looks like it could take like just a little bit more. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. So that would be like 3/4 cups of almond milk. And we did add a teaspoon of baking powder. It's a little tight, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Alright guys, so this is what we're working with. This is what we're working with. And so I have my muffin tins already greased up. I'm not using the liner, just grease them, and I'm just going to drop them in. And we're going to bake this for about 20 minutes. You'll know when they're done when the top is nice and golden. You can get creative with this recipe. Add a little molasses to the mixture. Some unsulfured black molasses. Hopefully you guys are checking out my other episodes and subscribing to my YouTube channel and also my Instagram. I like my muffins real big. And feel free to drizzle some additional nuts on the top. If you have extra walnuts or extra pumpkin seeds, you can just drizzle that on the top. Okay guys, so this is what we're working with, and we're going to bake this up for about 20 to 25 minutes. You'll know when it's done when the top is golden brown. See you in a few. Fusion family, so our muffins or ginger brittle muffins are done baking, and this is what you're looking like close up. I actually baked them for about 40 minutes actually, because these are a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and delicately take these out, and they're coming out so nicely even though I didn't use the liners. Look at this. And it's going to taste so gingery, and you have that nuts, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. The pumpkin seeds are optional. But at least have your favorite nuts laid up in there. And from this batch I actually got 8 muffins. Alrighty then guys, so look at this. Sometimes breakfast is a muffin and dessert is a muffin and snack time is a muffin. Courtesy of for Baking Essential Spice Mix, guys. As always, it's a pleasure having you here. Bye.